Creative, there's a natural life cycle to making your art. And once you know those steps and can recognize them, it's going to save you a whole lot of grief. Humans are funny. We can adapt to almost anything. We process just about anything that happens to us. We can do that sometimes healthily, sometimes very unhealthily. But the fact is that it takes us time and a number of steps to understand what's happening to us, to function in the middle of just life. Part of that is because nature works in seasons. No matter where you go in this world, there is some kind of season or cycle to everything that's living, and we are no exception. When it comes to your creativity, it can be devastating if you don't understand that this cycle applies there too. We're given this impression that we're supposed to be machines, just churning stuff out, just effortlessly and always the same amount every day. And that's not how life works. Anything that you do regularly will have good days and bad days. I'm going to name a few steps in the cycle. Now, you will have your own steps as well, and they can come in all different orders, but beginning to learn to recognize these will help you as you move forward. Often, it starts with inspiration. You have an idea, you feel good, you had a good day and you have the energy to do it, you are ready to go, you are excited to create. You feel in that moment that you are actually an artist, a writer, a sculptor, whatever it is. That is wonderful, and we all feel that once in a while, but it doesn't last. At some point, doubt shows up in the middle of that. Some of it's valid because you're looking at what you're making and it's not as good as what you want it to be. I mean, that's normal. That's part of growth. Your taste is always going to be further ahead than where you are creatively. But the rest of it is just nonsense. This world making you try to compare yourself to other people, or feeling like, oh, it's only valuable if I can make money out of it, or just a million other things that get in the way of creating because they're not natural to being human. At some point in this, you hit what I like to call the silence. This is where you just have nothing. You don't have ideas. You don't know what comes next. You're not sure where the next scene should go, or what brush to use to get the technique that you want, or how to even make the sculpture do the thing. You don't know. There's nothing up here. Now, that's actually not true. As I've discussed often on this channel, there is something up there. It's just not the right thing. And since it's not the right thing, you're not willing to bet on it. Now, this is the part, creative, where if you are making something every single day, as we've been discussing, you are actually going to be fine. This is the part I like to call coasting. If you have been creating regularly, you are building the habit, you are actually working on neuroplasticity and training yourself to create, then when you are in the silence, you won't actually stop creating. Make the wrong thing. Write the wrong conversation. If you don't want to touch your actual piece, something like a watercolor or a piece of clay, you don't have to. Pick up something else. It doesn't have to be in your medium, but make something. Let it be ugly. Let it be misshapen. That's fine. But if you have been creating up to this point, you're not going to come to a dead halt when you hit the silence. Instead, you're just going to make some stuff and it's going to be crappy, and that's fine. That's okay. The point is you didn't stop. And with inertia, you can get back up to speed a lot faster. In the course of this, you start to have hope, which is the opposite of doubt. Neither of them are really sure, solid things, but one will slow you and the other will speed you. And if you keep moving, you will hit inspiration again. Really? Construction.
5 minutes later.
I don't think that's stopping anytime soon. Sorry, I just have to keep going. Now, the order of these things, it's all over the place. And you will have different phases in between that you're going to put different words to for different emotions, and that's fine. The point is to understand that there is a life cycle to your creativity. You are not a machine. You are not something that's just going to stamp out the same number of things every single day. That is not you. You are nature. You are the earth. You are a world unto yourself, and you have seasons. Understanding and recognizing these parts of your creative life cycle mean that when you hit the silence, you're not going to panic. It doesn't mean that you can't create. You're fine. It just means this is a quiet season. And if you keep going, you are going to find that when inspiration returns, you are already nearly up to speed and you can get so much more done. Study yourself, creative. Try to figure out what stages are in your creative life cycle, because once you can figure that out, it's not going to disturb you anymore when you enter another one. You're not alone in this. We are all in this together. Please keep going. Don't give up. And yes, that's about more than your art. Sit down with me, creatives, and together, let's make something new.